we see an enormous shortage of STEM-trained undergraduates, but to your point, it's a real lack of diversity. Our engineering team is desperate to hire people with more sort of... The team themselves say, look, we are mainly, fantastic white men. We want more diversity of thought. We want more creativity in our team. And actually what we're starting to do now is try to take our technology into the school, into high schools, into undergraduates, into medical schools, and try and bring that sort of inspiration about science, because talking about sequencing, you're not just talking about biology, you're talking about experimental design, you're talking about engineering, you're talking about data analysis, you're talking about communication, you're talking about policy, ethics. There are so many ways to bring these skills earlier so that you have more people feeling more included by the science journey through education. I completely agree with you, Mark. We can get more people more educated, get more kinds of creativity into that innovation journey.
If I could just add to that, and it goes a bit to the point I think, Mark, you were making earlier, which is so much innovation is happening on the cusps of different disciplines. And we have, I think, in the university sector, been quite good at bringing various different disciplines together. We could probably be better. But I think there's a sort of another element is, are we good enough at allowing scientists to spend a little bit of time in the pockets of policymakers and corporates and so on as part of their scientific education? And in my experience, the answer is no. People tend to stay in their silos, and if they collaborate, they might do so with another university department, but they're unlikely to do so with a corporate or with a government body. And that, I think, to me, is something we ought to be thinking a bit about.
I agree with that completely, Daniel. I think that the financial incentives in the university sector don't make it easy for people to move around in that way. And I agree with you. I think it's another issue it's not only early education, it's actually people in postdocs, many of whom will not go on to be research leaders in universities. There isn't, I think, enough emphasis on skilling them for all the different opportunities there are. And, frankly, if you are a scientist and you are inquisitive, you know how to ask experiments, you understand statistics, and you have to be a good communicator, those are the skills for almost every walk of life.